Good evening, sir.
Hi guys, hello and welcome.
Hi, sir.
Very good evening all, very good evening. So how are you?
Fine,
Huh?
sir.
Fine. So first of all guys, there is no need to fear about your board examination. First of all the best for, I think you are all prepared, right? You have done the complete preparation, okay? So just have a belief on yourself. Okay, guys. So in this class, just like in this class, we are going to revise the complete. Okay, first of all, the prose, poetry, and the footprints without feet as well. Okay, and then I'll try to cover as the reading section and the comprehension section, all those things. Okay, and in the last, I'll give you some tips. Okay, so that you can just go through all these sections. Okay, fine, guys. And
Yes,
like
sir.
after that, if you have any doubt, grammar and the writing skills we are also going to do. Okay, each and everything today we are going to do. Okay. Fine. So let's start with a very, in a very quick manner. Okay. So we'll start with the prose and we'll finish the prose section within 10 minutes. Then the poetry within 10 minutes and the footprints without feet. Okay. So if you've not studied it still now, so you do not have to worry about anything. Okay. I think you have the completed, right? Just like this is a kind of kidding from my side. Okay. So just like I hope that you have completed each and everything, guys. Okay. So it is a kind of revision session only. Okay, and like I'll take all your doubts if you have any. Fine, guys. So we are going to start. Just a second. See, guys, you are well prepared. Okay, so you do not have to worry about anything. And also, there is one more thing. Just like how to attempt the question paper. Like some students are asking that that either they should start from the literature section, either they should do the grammar section first. Okay, so it completely depends upon you. You do not have to change the you do not have to change the like in the last. Okay, just like you have attempted like in your previous board pre boards or like that, or in the sample papers that you have done. Okay, so you have to do into the same way, not change your way. Okay, there is no need to change your way. And also there is one more thing, guys. In the English examination, what happens, that you are not able to complete your examination in the required time in the 3 hours. Okay, so that is the main thing, that you write extra. Okay, just like if the question is demanding only the 40 to 50 words, you write 60 words, 70 words, 80 words, 90 words, even 100 to 120 words if it is asking only for the 40 to 60 words, right? If you will write 100 to 120 words as well, so there is no need, that the examiner is not going to give you the extra marks for you. Okay, so just write the important keywords that I've already shared with you, right, in the group, and that's like you have revised through them as well. Okay, and also after that, what you have to do, guys. Okay, just write only the keywords, because it is like the paper presentation is the one thing. Okay, so write clearly and neatly as well. Okay, and like in the whenever you're just starting the examination, like whenever you're just writing your first answer, it should be very good, right? So just write your best in the first, at least, because first impression is the last impression. Okay, after that you can just add some, whenever if you are feeling that you do not have the time, so you can just write very fastly, or like in the last only. But like in the starting, whenever you're just starting the question paper, whenever you're just writing your first answer, it should be very neat and clear. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, write your best. Got it, guys? That is the thing. And after that, we will move to how to just like there is the one thing that there are that free 10 marks for the reading comprehension, but it's still 10 to 20 marks for the reading comprehension for the section A. But students, that are you have to go through. You do not have to read the comprehension first. Okay, first of all, you have the 15 minutes of the reading time. Okay, in that reading time, just like, you have to first, what you have to do, you have to just structure that how you are going to write the examination. You have to just make it in your mind that, okay, in this way I'm going to start. Okay, just like keep a, keep a bold, that keep, some sort of the bullet points in your mind that how you are going to start it. Okay, just like, first of all, in the, you can utilize your 15 minutes in a very efficient way. First of all, what you have to do, you do not have to utilize that, okay, I will just read the question paper completely. No, not like that. Okay, what you can do, right? Suppose, in the starting 2 to 3 minutes, just go through the examination, what is there and what is not. Okay, just go through it. Okay, and like after that, structure your writing, that how you're going to just like how you're going to do this section, in the section 1, in the section A, section B, and the section C, and right, like that. So first of all, you have to assign your time as well for the section A. Just like, when I will just I would like to give you a suggestion as well, that if you're just attempting the section A, so you can just start, in the starting 10 minutes only, right? So just go through the comprehension, and after the 10 minutes are over, start writing. Okay, guys. So that is the thing. Start writing. Just, you do not have to utilize, okay, I will read each and everything from this passage. No, not like that. First read the questions. Okay. Then just find out the questions that if they are available in the passage, and you have to understand your develop, you have to answer understanding, right? Just like Abhinav. Abhinav, just like, I have just seen, just checked so many question paper of yours. So Abhinav, what you are doing, just like when it is asking about the comparison, you are writing the similarities. Okay. So if it is asking about the comparison, give the comparison. If it is asking about the similarities, give the similarities. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
If it
sir.
is asking about the compare, do not write the similarities, because it is asking about the comparison. What is the comparison? What is the difference between them? Okay. So these are the small, small things that you have to keep in your mind. Okay. And also, I would like to give you one suggestion about the pen as well. So which pen you are going to use in your board exam? Huh?
They suggested transparent pen,
Blue
but I
pens.
Transparent pen is fine, but like, just like,
how sir
you should
exam.
have to, yeah. So just like, if you do not buy a new pen, do not buy a new pen, do not purchase a new pen just like before the exam. Okay, you have to use your old pen, at least, not the complete old, right? Just like, you have just, at least do some practice with your pen, that like that pen you are going to use in your board exam. Okay, so do some practice before, whenever you are just going to in your board exam, do some practice before that pen, with that pen as well. Okay, and like, all the best, and you will do very, very best.
Sir,
Okay,
is it
that's
okay if
guys.
uh,
Huh?
is it okay if we don't carry any transparent pen?
No, because this is the CBSE guidelines right now, so you can't, you wouldn't be allowed to just write it with the non-transparent pen.
But
Okay.
that would alter
But
my
for us, they said it's not
handwriting.
required.
Huh?
For us, they said
See, it
it's
depends
not
upon the it
required.
depends upon the exam centers, right? So some centers may allow it, and some exam centers may not allow it. So generally, if they are just saying to you to buy a transparent pen, so just go. You can just buy some Alcos or like that pen. Okay. So you can just write some like this and all these pens, right? You can use. Okay. So these are the pens, right? Talking about all these things. Okay. And carry each and everything, right? Do not be in the rush. You have to carry your admit card, like, like you have to pack your day, just like pack your everything today only. Okay. Don't wait for the tomorrow, that in the tomorrow morning I will do each and everything. No, not like that. Okay. Complete your revision, and like after that, take a good sleep. There is no matter of afraid of like that. Okay. Or in the English examination, if you do not like, if the question is does not relate, like, what you have understood, or like question is out of your, out of your understanding, or you have just skipped that chapter like that, and with any reason. Okay, so just write something about that. At sorry.
Good evening.
Yeah, very good evening, Aryan. So
Yes, sir.
today's class is very important. We are going to revise each and everything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Prose, poetry, footprints, without it, each and everything we are going to do. Okay, and also the reading and the writing section. But yes, guys, we will do in a very fast manner, in a very quick manner.
Sir, we forgot footprints without feet, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, we are going to cover footprints without feet as well today. Okay, so let's just start the session. So this is a complete revision. Okay,
Sir,
just a second, guys. Huh? Yes.
sir, if by mistake if we write the wrong answer for the question and we correct it while rechecking the paper, what are we supposed to do then? Like,
What you are supposed to do then?
yes, sir.
Then
Like,
just write the question again. Just like write the answer
what if we
again. If
don't
you
have
like,
time, sir? We are just
if you
rechecking
do
the
not
paper.
have the time, but if you do not have the time, just like, but why will you do that? If you Just, if there is question, like, you can't, if there is no time, okay, so just write at least 2 to 3 lines. Okay. And you can do one more thing. Okay. Then you do not need to cut your answer. You can just write it. Okay.
Sir,
We have to write it in the end of the paper, right?
Yeah, you can write it. Yes, guys.
sir, what section can we start first, sir? Like comprehension?
No, that is not the thing. That is not the thing. You do not have to change it right now. Right.
No, sir,
Like in the section you have started, right? Yeah, you have to start with the comprehension as well. Now you have the 10 minutes to whenever you are just have
No,
the
sir.
15 minutes of the reading time. So
Sir,
you can just utilize your time in that.
sir, last pre-board, sir, what I did, I started from grammar, sir, and then it saved me a like very good amount of time, sir.
Okay, so it completely depends upon you. If it is working with you, okay, then just start with that section only. Okay. And
Yes,
if it
sir.
doesn't work, if doesn't work with you, okay, so then you can just start with the some other sections as well. Okay. That's like for me, just like like in my board examinations, I started with the starting only, with the section A, section B, and the section G only. Right. And like like it depends upon the person to person. So you do not have to change it in the end. Right. So you do not have to change it today. Okay, guys, that the practice that you've done in the pre-boards and all these, so you have to write like that only, okay, in which you are most comfortable.
Sir, in my
But
last
it
pre-board, I started with grammar.
so it depends upon you that in which section is the grammar. After that, you will be able to complete the question
Yes,
paper
sir.
in the required time.
Yes, sir. I
Huh?
am able to.
Then you can start with the grammar section, okay. And like in the starting, just like I would like to suggest you that whatever is the you are writing, okay, so utilize your 15 minutes, the reading time, okay. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Because
Yes,
that
sir.
is the main problem. Okay, so we have done the poetry revision as well, and also so let's have a quick review of all the chapters. Okay, a letter to God. Lencho, a hardworking farmer. He lived with his family in a small house on valley. He was eagerly waited for the rain to water his crops, but when it arrived, he was happy. But soon a hailstorm destroyed each and everything. And despite the loss, Lencho had a strong faith in God and wrote a letter requesting 100 pesos to replant his crops and support his family. After that, what he did, he addressed this letter to written order that's like to God and dropped it into the post office. Okay, the postmaster, he was first assumed amused, right? He was just surprised, but moved by the Lencho's faith. Okay, and collected donations from his colleagues. And like after that, they just managed to send 70 pesos instead of the full amount. Lencho, on receiving the money, was disappointed, assumed that post office staff had taken the rest. Okay, then he writes another letter. Okay, then he wrote another letter asking for the remaining money and calling the postal worker a bunch of crooks. Okay, got it, guys? So this was the theme lesson. We have learned the lesson that if you have the unwavering faith, you have the determination, right? And if you have the complete faith in your things, then it can bring help in the unexpected ways, right? But appreciation is equally important. Lancho is a hardworking, strong believer, simple-minded, persistent, postmaster, kind-hearted, understanding, and the charitable. Nelson Mandela, long walk to freedom. First of all, you have to start like the inauguration started on the 10th May. So on the 10th May, South Africa held its first democratic government ceremony at the Union Buildings in the Pretoria, marking the end of apartheid. What is apartheid? Racial discrimination on the basis of the color, like that. Okay, a historic event, and in that event, international leaders and the dignitaries have also attended that meeting. Okay, and like it was the largest gathering of its kind in South Africa. It was the largest gathering of its kind in the South Africa. So who are the leaders? Thabo Mbeki and the FWD clerk. Okay, they took oath as deputy president as well with Nelson Mandela, and like Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Janani, and after that he became the first black president of the South Africa. Symbol of unity, right? Both the old and the new national anthems were sung to promote racial harmony. The South African military pledged allegiance to the new government as well. Reflection on the apartheid. What is the reflection on apartheid? Like after the Mandela acknowledged so many things about the sacrifices of his pupil as well and the cruelty of the past government. So he vowed to work for the peace and the equality. Courage and love. The fourth, like next point is courage and love. Okay, so he defined courage as a overcoming fear. Courage is means when you will get the courage and when you will just overcome the fear, then you have the courage. After that, what you do? Believe love is more natural than hate. Okay, freedom for all. He just want for all. Freedom is indivisible, right? Even the oppressor must be free from hatred to achieve the real liberation. I hope this is clear. Nelson Mandela, after that lesson learned that true for all, not just for a privileged few. Okay, if you want the true freedom, then it should be the equality for all. Okay, not just that I have the freedom. If I have the, like, if there is the some people, if there is the some section in the society and they have the freedom, right? So just like that means if they are true freedom means when there is the equality for all, right? So Mandela teaches us that leadership is about just about the forgiveness, unity, and the fighting for the justice. Characteristic: brave and determined, selfless and compassionate, visionary leader. Okay. Talking about the first flight, there are the two sections in it. First of all, the two stories about the two stories about the flying. So in this, his first flight. In this, what happened that there was a young seagull. She was scared to fly while his siblings flew away. Okay, his parents tried to encourage and scold him, but he stayed on the ledge. Okay, he felt very hungry and begged his mother for food. So his mother tricked him by folding food just out of free reach. Her mother was holding the food just out of the reach. Okay, so that he could jump on the food, and then that's like, there was a risk as well, right? If he was not able to jump, like if he was not able to fly, what could happen, right? So there is also one thing that you have to take the risk. As he jumped, he started flying, gained confidence, and enjoyed it. Okay, so facing fear help us grow. You have to face the fear. Okay, so that is the thing. डर के आगे जीत है. Okay, so courage begins with a small step. Seagull is scared but learns bravery. Mother strict but caring. Okay, got it. Black aeroplane, like there is the another part that is about the black aeroplane. So the narrator was flying his old Dakota plane from the France to England, excited for the breakfast with his family. Okay, then he faced a dangerous storm, but this instead of running back, he chose to fly through it. Okay, so inside the storm, what happened? Everything went dark. His compass and radio stopped working. Okay, after that, he saw a black plane appeared in the sky. Okay, he was just flying without the lights. So the unknown pilot signaled him to follow and guided him through the storm. Okay, so there was the unknown pilot. Okay, after some time, he saw an airport and landed safely. Okay, so when he looked back, the black plane had disappeared. Like there was no plane flying in that. Right. So he also asked to the control tower staff at that, like on that night, if there was any other plane. So after that, control tower staff had told him that there was no other plane in the sky except your plane. Okay. So that is the thing. What is the main idea? Thrilling experience of an unknown pilot guiding the narrator to the safety. What are the lessons? That faith and courage can lead to the unexpected help. First of all, you have the faith, and you should be determined. Okay, you should be determined. Whether it is your exam, just like this is just an exam. Okay, board examination is just an exam. Okay, so you do not have to worry that much. Okay, so that's why you should have the courage. Okay, whatever the question paper, I will do it. I will score 80 out of 80 no matter. Okay, no matter how hard the paper is, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so that is the thing. You should have the courage, and that can lead to an unexpected help as well. What is the pilot's nature? Adventurous, hopeful, and the curious. Okay. From the diary of the Anne Frank, there was a Anne Frank, right? There was Anne Frank who was a 13-year-old girl. So just like she started diary because she feels lonely. She has the family and the friends, but still she was feeling lonely, right? She was not that much involved in the society. So that's why she doesn't want to share anything to this family, right? And the friends as well, right? So that's why she wanted to share with this diary only. She wanted to write each and everything on the diary. So she believes what she believes. Paper has more patience than pupil. Okay. And we have done all these chapters and decides to confide in a diary, and she named it as Kitty. She named her diary as the Kitty. Okay. So she shares details about her family, right? That who is in her family, what happened, right? All these things, school life and the personal experience as well, right? As just like normally we write in the diary. That is the thing. And no worries about the upcoming school exam, which will decide if she moves to the next grade or not, or she will be in the similar grade, okay, in the same grade.
Sir,
She was very talkative. Huh, Sumukh?
sir, in this chapter, they asked one question, sir.
Huh?
So 1 minute. You continue
Okay.
telling.
Sure, sure.
I'll ask.
We will solve. I will solve each and every doubt in the last. Okay. And you can post any doubt if you have. Okay, personally in the group only. Okay. She gets punished for talking too much in the class and is asked to write an essay on the chatterbox. Okay. After that, she gets punished. Why she was punished? Because she has a very talkative nature, right? And then she was asked to write an essay on the chatterbox. So after that, she humorlessly, justify it. And what she justified? that she justifies her talkative nature, that it is from her mother only, right? That her mother is also very talkative. That's why she is talkative. Right. Her teacher, Mr. Keesing, enjoys her essay and eventually stops scolding her from talking. That is the thing. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, yes, Sumukh.
sir, the question was, what does Annie write in the diary about herself and her sister?
What does
What does Annie write in the
uh
diary about herself and her sister?
Anne, right? Yeah, who is going to answer this, Aryan?
Sir, Annie writes that like she was wait, wait, wait.
Hmm. Yes, Aryan, what happened?
Sir, wait, 1 minute, sir. If like remember.
Abhinav, do you remember this? We have discussed it, right?
Yes,
Abhinav?
sir. Sir, uh, she was
Uh,
b- Annie was born on 12th Feb. No, no,
okay,
12th June 1929. She lived in
okay.
Frankfurt till she was 4. Then,
Hmm.
then she Margot and she were sent to Ashen to stay with her grandma. And then
Okay,
on Margot's birthday, she came to Holland as well as a birthday present.
okay. Sumuk, did you get your answer? Okay. And like
Yes,
I
sir.
will sell, I will solve each and all doubt in in the group and like in the last. Okay, so let's complete this first. Okay, let's revise because that is the thing. Okay, so what is the key idea of this? That writing is a way to share thoughts and feelings. Okay, writing is it is a way to share thoughts and the feelings. What is the message? Positivity and hope helps in the difficult times. So you should be positive. If there is a difficult time as well, you should be positive. Okay. What is the next nature? She is smart, she is lively, and she is expressive as well. Guys, am I audible now? Huh? I am
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. So next chapter is the glimpses from the glimpses of India. Like first chapter, first is the baker from first part is the baker from Goa. So in the Goa, bakers are called the paddler and they are the important part of the life. Okay, so their work come from the old Portuguese traditions. So this like this baker, this comes twice a day and people recognize him by the sound of his bamboo stick. So just like so there is a sound of the bamboo stick. So people people and the children they recognize him by the sound only. Okay, so bowl that is the sweet bread, right? That is the an important part of the weddings, and cakes and the bolinas are made up for the festivals like the Christmas. Okay, so the baker is usually plum, which is seen as a sign of the prosperity. So baker is usually that bakers, if there are bakers, are the sign of the prosperity in that tradition. Okay, now what is the dress? He wears a knee-length frock that is called the kabai, or the short trousers, and keeps tracks of the payments on the walls. He doesn't have any register or any kind of thing, so that's why he just he just keep track of the payments on the walls. Okay, got it? Baker. Baker from Goa. So just like what is the main idea of this? Baking is an important tradition in the Goa lesson. Traditions help us stay connected to our past. If we have the traditions, okay. So these are the traditions that help us connected to our past. Okay. What is the Goa baker's nature? He's cheerful, hardworking, and the simple. Right? That is the thing. Coorg, talking about the Coorg, Coorg is a very beautiful place in the Karnataka, known for its green hills, forest, and the coffee farms. So, what is the best time? Best time to visit is from the September to March. So, it is the best time to visit the Coorg. Okay. So, the Kodavu people they live in the Coorg. They are brave, kind, and the independent. Now, there is the history related to these Kodavu people. And what is the What is the history? That some people say that they are the part of the Alexander's army, and after that they stayed there and married to the locals. Others think that they have the Arab roots. Others think what? That they have the Arab roots because their clothes look like the Arab Gofia. That is the thing. Okay. So Coorg is also great for fun activities like river rafting, trekking, and the camping. So for the adventures, the Coorg is a very good place. Okay. So what is the main idea of this? Coorg is a place full of the natural beauty, history, and the culture. Lesson, a
Sir,
place's traditions and nature. Huh?
isn't
Yes,
it
Abhinav?
Kodagu? Kodagu
Huh?
people, right?
Huh?
Kodagu people, right?
Oh, sorry, sorry. It was the Kodagu people.
Sir,
Yes.
there are
Huh?
3 names, sir.
So
Kurgis.
basically, it is also known as the Koda Gu and the Koda Vu as well. Okay, sometimes.
In test,
Kodagu,
they said
Kodavu, and
Kodagu.
Okay.
sir,
So
three
places
names are there,
traditions.
sir.
Ah, yes. So what is the lesson from this? A place traditions and nature make it special. Okay. So what is the Kodavu people's nature? Brave, friendly, and the independent. Okay. Got it? Talking about the tea from Assam. So there are the two persons. sorry, there is the two friends, Rajiv and the Pranjal, right? And they are traveling by the train. So they are enjoying the tea and they are seeing the green tea plantations as well. Okay. So Pranjal is used to tea states and reads a detective novel, but Rajveer is excited to learn more, right? So Pranjal is quiet about the, the persons who are more interested in the reading. Okay, so that's why he was reading a detective novel, but Rajiv is excited to learn more. So Rajiv shares stories about the tea. And what he shares, that there was a Chinese emperor found tea when leaves fell into his boiling water. So there was this story related to the China, and like there was a Chinese emperor, right, found tea when leaves fell into his boiling. Okay, Bodhidharma and Indian monk, right? They chew tea leaves to stay awake. So that's why they used to chew these leaves so
Sir,
that they could be awakened. Aryan,
Sir, wasn't
sir,
it his eyelids
sir,
getting burned?
actually, that point is wrong, sir.
that this is wrong.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, Bodhidharma, no, sir. In
Uh,
textbook, it is given that once he was sitting, he would fall asleep during meditation, no, sir. So to keep himself awake, he cut his eyelids off, sir. So then those eyelids fell to the ground, and then they became tea plants, out of which,
Okay. So
when
this is the story. That is the same point written here, that there was the Bodhidharma and Indian monk. Okay. Now after that, the all the other persons like Bodhidharma, like all the persons who are following this religion, right? All those who are Buddhist. Okay. So they started to chew these tea leaves to stay awakened. Okay. So that is the point. After that, all those all those persons. Okay. They started just chewing these tea leaves to stay awakened. Okay. And all those other persons as well. Okay.
okay, sir.
So tea first grew in China and the 2700 BC and later spread to the Europe in the 16th century. So they visit the Ikebiri tea estate where workers are plucking the fresh tea leaves. Okay. Now the miserable the author. So there is the first point, that is the Maxwell's decision. So the author Gavin Maxwell. So he decided to keep an otter into the Iraq after losing his dog. Okay. So he was fond of the pets. So there is the arrival of the miserable. After that, a friend, there was a friend of the Maxwell. Okay, who brought him an otter from the Tigris marshes, and Maxwell named this as the Miserable. Right. He called him to like Miz. Okay. So Miz playful nature. So Miz was very playful. So at first, Miz was shy, but he soon became mischievous and active. Okay. And like there was a May's love for the water as well. So he turned the bathtub into his playground. He was just splashing water everywhere, and like he was just quickly learning to turn the tap on and turn the tap off, right? Like these things. So just like he was just very fond of the water as well. So there was another part of the story. There was another part of this, that he was when he was traveling to the England. So Maxwell had to take Miz to the England, right? But there are some rules by the airline that that made transporting him too difficult. Okay, and what was that? That the Miz airport trouble. So that's why what Maxwell did. Maxwell left Miz in a box. Okay, but when he returned, the box was damaged, and there were blood stains as well. So at that time, Maxwell was very much scared that what happened to the Miz. So, but there was a chaos on the flight. Then Miz escaped on the flight, which is scaring the passengers and causing the confusion. Okay. Then Maze in the London, England, Maze adjusted well, so he walked on a leash like a dog and had funny habits. And there was a people's reaction when people mistook him for a baby seal, right, or a squirrel, and were curious about him. So just like there were different people, they were just judging this Mitchell, okay, according to their understanding. Got it, guys? I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay. Madam rides the bus. There was the valet. She is very curious girl, right? So what she do? That she loved watching people, and there is the she had a dream. What was the dream of her? That she just want to take a ride on the bus town. Okay, so that's why she started gathering the information. So she listened to others and learned the bus fare, just like 30 paise on one way. They what is the distance? That the distance is the 6 miles, and the what is the travel time? 45 minutes. Okay, planning the trip planning the trip. After that, what she did, she shaved 60%, secretly planned her ride. Okay, then after that, she shaved 60 paise and then secretly planned her ride. Okay, what the bus rider? There was the adventure on the bus. So she acted maturely on the bus, amusing the conductor who jokingly called her madam. Okay, after that, she was just acting maturely with that she's enough mature to handle each and everything. Okay. And then the conductor started calling her madam. So she was enjoying the journey. She loved the scenery, right? But got annoyed when people showed concern for her. She doesn't know that anyone should show concern to her. Okay. That's why she just loved the scenery, but got annoyed when people showed concern for her. Okay. And reaching town, she didn't get off as she had no extra money. When she reached to the town, okay, So she didn't get off. Why? Because she doesn't have any extra money and refused a cold drink as well. Okay. Like on the way back, she saw the same cow she had earlier admired, now dead, which shocked her. Okay, the question might come from this point. Okay. What is the sad side? Yes. So on the back home, she returned without her mother knowing about her adventure. Okay, so that was the thing. Main idea that a simple journey teaches life lessons. Lesson, what is the lesson from this? Curiosity leads to learning and experiences bring maturity. So experiences are the things that will bring you the maturity. Character traits, she is smart, observant and independent. Got it? She wants to be independent. Yeah. The ceremony at Banaras. So it is about the Siddharth Gautam's journey, right? So first he was born as a prince, right? But he first saw suffering at 25. He has always, just like when he was on a visit, okay. So he just seen so many people, different kind of people. Anyone is died, someone is died, right? Someone is suffering, someone has the like he has seen some old man, right, who is walking, right? So she was just, that is the suffering of the life, right? So just like, these are the things that deeply moved him. Then he had the, then he had the desire, he had the desire to search for the truth. So he wandered for 7 years seeking wisdom and meditated under a people tree until he found enlightenment. So after that, he wandered for 7 years to different gurus and all others, right? But just like he wants some wisdom, right? And after that, he didn't get anything, so he started meditating under a people tree. Okay. And after that, after 7 days, he gained knowledge and became Gautam Buddha. Okay. And there is another incident as well. There was the Kisa Gautami. So there was a woman, Kisa Gautami. So she lost her son and she was desperately search for help. Okay. So after that, just like anyone told him that she should go to the Buddha, that is the only person, the Buddha, who could help her. So there was a lesson on death. Buddha told her to find mustard seeds from a house where no one had ever lost a loved one. Okay. So it's like Buddha gave him a task that she should find mustard seeds from a house where no one had ever lost a loved one. Okay. Then she failed to find such a house and understood that their death is a natural part of the life. So that is the thing. Got it, guys? Talking about the last, the proposal. Okay. So in this proposal, what happens? Ivan Lobov, he was a wealthy man, right? He visits his neighbor, Stefan Chubokov, to propose his daughter. Okay. Natalia. So Chubokov is, he was just surprised but happy. Okay. So there was the first argument, that was the land dispute. Okay. And then what happened at that time? That Lomov and the Natalia, they start arguing over the auction meadows, right? Each claiming ownership, right? That they are just claiming the ownership, that it belongs to them and it belongs to her, right? Like this. So Lomov gets stressed and leaves after Chubokov joins the fight. So then after that, Natalia's regret. So Chubokov reveals that Lomov had come to propose. Okay. But Natalia, she feels guilty and asks her father to bring him back. Okay. There was a second argument as well, that is the dog dispute. So when Lomov returns, there was another argument. Then there was another argument started, okay, over whose dog is better. Okay, gas or skewer. So then the proposer and the more fighting, Lomov fends and then Chubokov quickly announces the engagement. So however, the couples keeps arguing, showing their quarrelsome nature. So that was about this first flight pro section. Okay, now let's move to the footprints without feet. Okay. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Just give me 1 second only. Okay, so our footprints without feet starts with the a trump of a surgery. Okay, so this is the first chapter, and in this chapter is talking about a Tricky, right? So Tricky is a small dog. Okay, so that he was spoiled by his owner, right? So who is the owner? Mrs. Pumphrey. Okay, Mrs. Pumphrey, right? She was just she was overprotective, right? She was over possessive. She was over possessive, so that's why she was over loving. So we should not be over loving as well. So that's Mrs. Pumphrey, who gave him too much food and treats. Okay, so as a result, what happened? The Tricky becomes overweight and the sick as well. Okay, then he was unable to move properly and seemed lifeless. Okay. Then what happened? Then Mrs. Pumphrey, she was very worried and called Dr. Harriot, right? So called Dr. Harriot. So Dr. Harriot, who was Dr. Harriot? He was a kind and the experienced veterinarian. Those doctors that work for the animals, right? So an animal doctor. Okay, so Dr. Heriot took Tricky to his clinic where he kept him on a simple diet with regular exercise. Right after that, the Dr. Heriot, right, he kept him on a simple diet. Okay, but Mrs. Pumphrey was sending, for him like different kind of brandy as well and all other things as well. But as a legal doctor, but as an experienced doctor, Dr. Heriot didn't give him anything. Okay, that's like he kept in on the simple diet. Okay, so within few days, Tricky becomes active and healthy again. So when Mrs. Pumphrey showed Tricky's recovery, she was so happy that she called it a miracle. And the miracle and means that she called a trump. That is the trump of the surgery, okay? And that is the name of this chapter. So what is the lesson learned? That the too much love and care, if not given wisely, can harm others as well. Okay, so there should be, whenever you are just giving someone love and the care, na, so you should give them wisely. Okay, that is the thing. Alright, guys. Tricky character qualities. Tricky was greedy, like lazy, and the pampered but recovered with care. Okay. Mrs. Pumphrey, she was overprotective, overpossessive, emotional, and the loving as well. Dr. Harriot, wise, caring, and the responsible. Okay. So this is our first chapter, a trump of surgery. Let's move to the next chapter, a thief's story. So this story is about a 15-year-old thief. Not basically he was a thief by profession, right? So what was the name of that? Hari Singh, right? He used to change his name accordingly. He used to change his name. He had different names, but now he had the name that is the Hari Singh. Okay, and there was a kind-hearted writer who write that is not a proper writer, right? Okay, he used to write for different publications. And what was the name? What was his name? Anil. Okay. So this story is about a 15-year-old thief that has the name Hari Singh and a kind-hearted writer as well. Right, it has the Anil name. Okay. Then Hari Singh pretended to be honest and started working for Anil to earn his trust. Okay. Then first of all, Hari Singh, he pretended to be honest. Right. So just like he was just finding someone, he used to find someone. After that, he could, first he will win the trust and then he could deceive him. Okay. After that, he could cheat upon him. So just like by making just like for the money purpose. Okay. So first he is like that's why he try he searched for different kinds of his clients, right? So that he could first he will win the trust and then he could deceive. So he pretended to be honest. Okay. Just like and started working for Anil to earn his trust. So when the Anil, when the Hari Singh and the Anil, met in a on a wrestling match, so he first of all Hari Singh started praising Anil that you have the what a muscular body and all these things, right? After that, Hari Singh asked Anil that there is nothing working. So he asked directly that will you give me some work? Okay, can I work for you? So Anil said yes, but after that he also said one thing that I will not give you any salary. I can't give you any salary. Okay. So Hari Singh, Hari Singh was thinking in his mind, okay, I got my client. Okay. So after that, Anil was very generous and that taught him Hari to how to read, write, and the cook, right? So after and then what happened? Then what happened, right? And also like cook as well. That's like Anil asked Hari as well that that does he know how to cook? So, but after that, what happened? Hari Singh said yes, right? But he was not able to cook as well, right? He was not able to cook anything. Okay, he was a very bad cook. Okay, so that is the thing. So one night, what happened? Hari stole Anil's money, but later felt guilty about betraying his trust. So, like it was raining on that day, so Anil told Hari Singh that he had got some money, like after some, after the just like for the because he has written for a publication. Okay, so then then Hari had the greedy the thing that was Hari Singh waiting for. Okay, and that thing he found that day that now it is the time, now it is the perfect time, okay, to just stole that money, to just steal that money and and run away from here. But after that Hari Singh realized that he felt guilty as well, that the person who has trusted upon me, who has taught me so many things, that how to read, write, and the cook, how can I deceive him? So that's why he came back and he returned the money, just like, he kept the money under the pillow. Okay. And then he decided to change his ways. Okay. Anil understood. Why Anil understood? Because, the notes that was, the notes that have some water as well, right? That the notes that were kept again in the, like, under the pillow, right? They were wet. So Anil understood what had happened, but did not say anything, and giving Hari a second chance. Okay, so he decided to give Hari a second chance. Okay, and what are the lesson learned from this? That the trust and kindness can change even the worst person. Character qualities: Hari Singh, he was clever, dishonest at first, but capable of change. Okay, Anil, he was kind, trusting, and the forgiving. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now the third is the midnight visitor. So this, the midnight visitor, it is a story about a Ozable, right? Who was a secret agent, right? But he was different from the usual spies, right? He was a spy, but he was different from other spies. He was fat and slow moving, but very intelligent. He was very fat, right? And he was slow moving, right? He just walked slowly, but he was very intelligent. So one night, what happened? There was a rival spy. What was his name? The Max, right? He entered into the Ojibwa's hotel room with a gun and demanded secret documents. And after that, what he did? He was demanding the secret documents that, on that night, the Ojibwa was getting to receive. Okay. So instead of panicking, in this panic situation, what Ozibal can do? So what Ozibal did? Ozibal calmly tricked Max by making up a story about a balcony outside his window, right? He was just saying that, that I should talk to the management. Like this is the second time that anyone has come to into, like, on the, like, in my house with this with the balcony, right? Okay, with the window. Okay, and after that, what happened? After that, what happened? After that, what happened? Ozable, just like, when there was a knock on the door. There was a knock on the door. So just like, when the Max asked who is on the door, Ojibal said, I know that you are going to come at my house, right? I know that I have the some secret document. Anyone can come to my house. That's why I have already called the police. Okay, so that's why Max, what Max did? Max believed the story, and right after that, he tried to escape through the imaginary balcony, but there was no balcony, and Max fell to his death. Right, Max fell down, and like he met to his death. And Ozibal won the situation without using any weapon, just by using intelligence. Okay, what are the lesson learned from this? That smart thinking is more powerful than strength or the weapons. Character qualities: Ozibal, clever, quick-witted, and the calm. Okay, Max was foolish, impatient, and the overconfident. Right? He just pretend that he is more sincere. He is more, is more intelligent. Okay, so that is the thing that Max used to pretend only, but he was actually foolish. He was impatient and the overconfident as well. Okay, a question of trust. Question of trust. Just like, it is about Horace Danby. So who was a 50-year-old thief who stole only to buy books because he loved reading. So he like, this is his profession. Just like, he just used to buy the just like he used to stole. He used to stole the money, but only for once in a year. Okay, so that he could buy books because he loved reading. Then he carefully planned a robbery at a rich woman's house. He carefully planned a robbery at a rich woman's house. After that, what happened? A young woman tricked him by pretending to be the owner's wife. Okay. And then she made him open the safe for her and then left with the stolen jewels. Okay. And Horace was later caught by the police, but he never believed that woman was the real thief. Okay. But like, he had never revealed that as well. Okay. And like, after that, Horace Denby, you know, he became the clerk, right? In the, like in the jail as well. Okay, he became the clerk of a library that he was dreamed of, right? That is the only thing that he loved, right? He just like, why did he steal? Why did he choose in this profession of the stealing only for once? Because he loved reading books. Okay, so that's why, what are the lesson learned from this? That even intelligent people can be deceived if they trust too easily. Okay, character qualities: Horace Danby, he was a smart, careful, but easily tricked young woman. She was clever, cunning, and the deceptive as well. Okay, next chapter: Footprints Without Feet. That is the name of the book as well. Okay, so it is about a Griffin, a scientist, right? Who discovered a formula, who was making to, who was working on a drug. So just like to make anything invisible, right? To make any human invisible. He was just making, he was just working on so that he could make a drug that could make anyone invisible. Okay. Then he discovered a formula to make himself invisible. So instead of using his discovery for good purpose, so what he did, he misused it to harm others, right? So first he set his landlord's house on fire and then ran away without paying the rent. Then he stole the clothes, food, and the money because no one could see him. Okay. Then he created chaos in the village of Ping and the attacking people who tried to catch him. His invisibility made him powerful, but in the end, he was hunted by the police. Okay, but in the end, he was hunted by the police. Okay, so what is the lesson learned from here? That science should be used for good, not for the selfish or the harmful purpose. Okay, Griffin, talking about the Griffin, brilliant but greedy and the dangerous. He was brilliant. He's a super mind, right? If any scientist could make a formula that make anyone invisible, it is the it is one of the biggest discoveries, right? So he did it, but like after that he misused it, right? After that he misused. So you should not be greedy and the dangerous. Got it? Okay. So villagers. What are the character qualities of the villagers? Curious, brave, and the cautious. Okay. So then sixth is the making of a scientist. Okay, the next chapter is the making of a scientist. Okay, so it is about Richard E. Bright, right? Richard E. Bright, he was he was a curious and hardworking boy. After the after later he become a very great scientist as well. So he was interested in collecting butterflies from a young age. Okay, and his mother always encouraged him and provided with him books and guidance. Okay, so his mother, his mother was the biggest supporter of the E. Bright, Richard E. Bright. So that's why his mother always encouraged him and provided him with books and guidance. Okay. He participated in science fairs and made important discoveries as well. Okay. Later, he contributed to the research on the cancer. What are the lessons learned from here? Curiosity, hard work, and support from parents helps in achieving success. Support from like parents and from friends as well, right? So you should support one another, right? Whenever if you will support somebody else and like you are going to be that is called the karma will back to you and you are going to get support from others as well. So that is the thing. Okay, so what are the character qualities from this? Richard Ebright, he was intelligent, hardworking, and the determined. Ebright's mother, she was supportive, encouraging, and the inspiring as well. Okay, so these are the character qualities of this Richard Ebright. Then guys, okay, then the necklace, the next chapter is the necklace. Okay, so there was a poor woman and her name was Matilda. Like, she always wished to have a luxurious life. She always wished to have a luxurious life. Okay. So then what happened? She borrowed a diamond necklace from her friend to wear at a grand party. Right. So after that, unfortunately, she lost the necklace. Right. She lost the necklace, but she did not tell her friend the truth. Okay. And then, she and her husband worked hard for 10 years to repay the debt for a new necklace, right? So later she found that the lost necklace was fake. It was not the real diamond. It was not of the real diamond, and all her suffering was unnecessary. Right? For the last 10 years, she just she's working hard and she is living in the poor conditions to pay the debt only, right, for a new necklace. But after that, she found that the lost necklace was fake and all her suffering was unnecessary. So what are the lesson learned? Be honest and content with what you have, right? It's like, you should be satisfied what you have. Okay. And you should be thankful as well. Okay. What is the Matilda? Character qualities of the Matilda? Okay. Materialistic, proud and dissatisfied, and forestier, kind and the understanding. Got it? And the last chapter, Bholi. Very important chapter. Definitely you will see one 6-marker question from this chapter, Bholi. Okay. Like in the last, and the a 6-marker question will definitely come there. Like highest chance, right? 90% chance from this Bholi. So Bholi it is about a Bholi, right? She was a simple and a shy girl, right? And was not given much importance in her family, right? She was went to just like she has some disabilities in the speaking. She had not spoken too much to her to her friends and all these things, like that's why she was treated like this only, that she's foolish, right? She doesn't know anything, like this. So she was not given that much importance in her family. So after that, she was sent to the school where she met to a teacher. Okay, and her teacher encouraged her to gain confidence. She met to the probably the best teacher. Okay, and her teacher her teacher encouraged her to gain confidence, and after that she started speaking like, okay, she was it was the best day of her life when it was the first day in her school, like it was the best day for her. Why? Because no, she was just first time she was outside from her house as well. Like first time she was, she was showing so much things, right? She was just showing the different. She was looking into the different pictures of the parrots and all the birds and the animals. Okay, so as she grew up, she became strong and independent. Okay, and on her wedding day, the groom demanded dowry. Okay, so there was the groom, right? He was old in age, right? Still, he demanded dowry. Okay, then Bholi refused to marry him and decided to serve society instead. So this was the complete character of the Bholi as well. Okay, and like what are the lessons learned from here? That education gives the confidence and the independence. If you are educated, then you will automatically gain the confidence and you will have the independence as well. So what she did, then Bholi, Bholi is Bholi. What Bholi did? That Bholi decided to serve society. Okay, and she refused to marry, and then after that she never married, and like after that she is, she was just serving the society only. Okay, so Bholi, character qualities: Bholi, shy at first, but later brave and the confident. And Bholi's teacher, supportive, kind, and the inspiring. Okay, guys. So this is about the complete footprints without feet. I hope this is very clear. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
there
So
is
we
one
have
more
covered,
chapter, sir.
huh?
One more chapter
The
is there,
hack
sir.
driver, na? The hack driver, right?
No, sir, that is not there.
Then
Sir,
I think hack driver is not there, na?
hack driver is not there, sir. Uh, what is that?
Which chapter is left? We have covered each and every chapter, I think. Is any chapter left, guys?
No, sir. I guess you have completed everything.
We have completed each and everything, guys. Huh? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So the last chapter, the book that saved the earth. Okay. So,
Yes.
this is also a very funny chapter, right? It is a funny story, and like it is based upon the science fiction. Okay. So it is a funny science story, funny science fiction about the Martians who plan to attack Earth, right? So there are some aliens, right? They're planning to attack the Earth. Okay. So who is the leader? Think tank. Their leader, think tank, he misunderstood about the books and thought they were dangerous weapons, right? After that, when she, when they, sorry, when they looked upon the books, right, they thought that they were the dangerous weapons of this, of these Earth people, right? So there was a simple nursery rhyme book, Mother Goose, right? That confused the Martians. So after that, they canceled their invasion, thinking Earth had the powerful secret knowledge. Okay. So what are the lesson learned from this? Books and knowledge are more powerful than weapons. And character qualities: think tank, he was proud, foolish, and the overconfident. Martians, they were obedient, but not very intelligent. Okay. So this is just a science fiction. Okay. Science fiction funny story. Got it. Now I think each and everything is completed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move to the poetry section as well. Where's poetry? Yeah. So we have covered this poetry, but let's go in a very quick manner. Okay. Yeah. So Dust of Snow, Robert Frost. So the poet starts the day feeling sad and the upset. Okay. So suddenly there was a small event happened. And what was the event? The crow shakes snow off a hemlock tree and it falls on the Poet. Okay. Mood change. After that, there was the mood change. This simple act makes him feel better and changes his day in a positive way. Okay. The message show how small moments in nature can cheer us up. So whenever there are the small moments in the nature, they can also, like, they can save our day as well, and they can help us, to uh and they can help us to make happy, right? They can help us to make out of the like the thinking that we are having, right? What is the symbolism? The hemlock tree that is often linked to the sadness. It brings unexpected joy, showing that happiness can come from anywhere, even with the inauspicious things, right? What is the theme of this? That nature's power to heal and a small thing can make a big difference. Tone, calm, and the hopeful. Fire and ice. In the fire and ice, there are the two beliefs. Some think that word will end in fire. Others think that it will end in the other think that it will end in the ice. So fire stands for the desire and greed, and while ice represents the hatred. Okay, fire means the greed, desire, and greed, and ice means hatred. Okay, what the poet's view? The poet agrees the fire desire may destroy the world, but ice is just as dangerous. So the poet goes with the fire. Okay. So both strong emotions, desire and hate, can lead to the destruction. What is the theme of this? The danger of uncontrolled emotions, tone, thoughtful, and the serious. Tiger in the Zoo, who has written who has composed this poem? Leslie Norris. So there was a tiger in the cage, right? He is locked up in a small space, and he is unable to move freely. And there is a sharp contrast between the tiger in the cage and the tiger in the wild. Okay, so in the forest, it would be hunting and living naturally. So no interest in the visitor. The tiger ignores people at the zoo and stays quiet. He has no interest in those visitors that are moving, that are looking to him, right? And like whatever the visitor, because what he will do with visitors. Okay. Message: animals should be free and they should not be trapped in the cages. Theme of this: freedom versus captivity. Tone: sad and the thoughtful. Okay. Now, how to tell wild animals? Carol in Wales. What is the theme of this? Again, the freedom versus captivity. This is about the how to recognize the wild animals. Okay. So lion, large, golden brown, and has powerful roar. Bengal tiger, bright yellow with bold black stripes. Leopard, spotted cow pounces suddenly on the prey. Bear, it gives strong, the crushing hugs, but not the friendly ones. Okay, the hugs that is he is giving, the hugs that is he is giving, right? That could be crushing as well. Okay, talking about the hyena, always appear to be laughing. Crocodile, he sheds false tears to receive others. And chameleon, these are the tiny creatures that change color to blend in. Got it? Okay, so this is just a it is just a humorous approach to identifying the wild animals. Okay, so the poet makes learning fun by describing each animal in an interesting and the imaginative way. Okay, talking about the ball poem, so it is just about the theme of this: growing up and accepting loss. Growing up and accepting loss. What is the summary of this? That there is a boy who loses his ball first and feels grief for the first time. Okay, this was the first time that he is feeling grief, right? That he is feeling the sadness. Okay, that is the sadness. The speaker knows no words. The speaker knows no words can comfort him. If there is anything like if you will replace the ball as well, then this is not going to comfort him. Okay. So the boy realizes that something once lost can never be replaced. So there are some things, if they are once lost, they couldn't be replaced. Okay. They can never be replaced. After that, also the boy also realized that after that boy also accept this thing. Okay. That loss is the natural part of the life. Okay. And we must learn to move on. So loss is inevitable, but we must learn to accept it. Okay. Tone, sad, but teaches an important lesson. Amanda Robin Clan. What is the theme? Childhood versus rules and the desire for the freedom. Amanda is always being told what to do by the adults, right? She dreamed of being a mermaid and an orphan and the Rapunzel, like she wants to free from the rules, right? Just like she always dreaming. She was just going into the imaginative is going into the in her imagination and was thinking of all the other things, right? But her imagination help us escape from constant restrictions. So this is about the poem that highlights how children need space to explore and the grow, and like the children should be given some extra space. Okay, so this was the theme, or this was the summary of this poem. Message: kids should have the freedom to express themselves. Tone, understanding, and the reflective. Talking about the next poem, and in a rich freedom. What is the theme of this? Freedom and the nature's strength. Summary: the trees inside a house break free and they return to the wild, right? The trees are the trees that are in the house, right? Now they are breaking the walls, okay, and they are returning to the wild, right? This is about this trees. It is the message of the independence of the woman, okay, freedom of the woman, okay, because it is not feasible for a nation to fly on the one wing only. Okay. So women are the builder and the molder of the society. So this is the main theme of this, that women are also the builder and the molder of the society, right? They should give in the same, right? Like at that time, like this, and then she always talked about the societal norms. Okay. So roots, leaves, and branches struggle to escape confinement. So the speaker watches but does not interfere. Okay, the poem symbolizes nature's resilience and the desire for the freedom. Message: just like nature, people also seek freedom. Right? This is not only about the woman. This is also about, there are the two themes, right? It depends upon the perspective, right? Who is reading this? Okay, so this is about the people and this is about the woman, right? The main theme is about woman. Okay. Fog. Fog has been personified here. Okay. So fog means the theme of this fog. It is the nature's mystery. So there are the different things that happens in the nature. So what happens? The fog first of all moves in quietly like a cat, like a cat that is watching over the city. Okay. So what happens? Stays for a while, then silently disappears. So fog came, right? Fog came. It watched the city and then stayed for a while and then disappeared. So what happened in this poem? The poem captures the beauty and the mystery of the nature. Okay, message: nature is unpredictable and the full of wonders. Tone: mysterious and the calm. Okay. So the tale of the custard, the dragon, Ogden Nash. Okay. So what is in this? True bravery and the folly of the bragging. So Belinda has pets: ink, kitten. Okay. Like she has also named his pets as well. Kitten has the ink name, mouse, blink, mustard, the dog, and custard, the dragon. Okay. So custard first, he seems cowardly, right? He seems very coward, that he couldn't fight, right? But when a pirate attacks, what he did? He bravely fights and wins. Okay. But the others, they pretended the way that they would have fought too, right? They just pretended, right? So that is the poem that is, he's humorously teaching us that true courage is proven through the actions, not the words. Okay. So bravery is not about the words, it's about what you do. And the last poem for N.A. Gregory, W.B. Yeats. What is the theme of this? True love beyond looks. True love beyond looks. True love beyond looks. Okay. So in this, N.A. wonders if people love for her. People love her for who she is, not just about her golden hair, not just about her looks. Okay. So she thinks of changing her hair color to test it. Okay. So then a wise old man says only God loves beyond physical beauty. So the poem questions the nature of the love and the true acceptance. Message from this: that real love looks beyond appearances. What is the tone of this? Thoughtful and the deep. Got it, guys? So we have covered each and everything. Okay, now I think we have already covered the reading comprehension and all these things in the previous classes.
Yes,
Like
sir.
we have so many
Yes, sir.
classes of the English grammar. Okay. And now I think nothing is left, guys. So just a second only.
Sir,
Yes, guys. Now you could ask me any doubt if you have.
there was one question, sir.
Uh,
Sir, 1 minute. Sir, I heard in Anne Gregory, sir.
mhm.
So no, 1 minute. Yeah. Sir, first is the tiger in the zoo. But,
Okay.
okay, sir. But he is
Mhm.
locked in a concrete cell, is strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Sir, by
Mhm.
ignoring visitors, what is the poet trying to say, sir?
What are you saying? Huh?
Sir, that stanza, no, sir, I told.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, in that one question is there. By
Okay.
ignoring visitors, what is
Uh,
the poet trying to say?
okay. So just like what happens when the tiger, ignores the visitors. Okay. So it is reflecting its frustration, sadness, and the helplessness. Okay. So instead of engaging with the people watching it, so what does the tiger do? Right? What does the tiger do? The tiger walks in its cage. Okay. Showing that is showing that captivity has taken away its freedom and the spirit as well. Okay. So the poet wants to, you can just say the poet wants to highlight the difference between a tiger's majestic life in the wild and in the restricted life in the zoo. Okay.
So, sir, I have to write that it highlights the frustrated life of the tiger in that zoo.
Yeah, so just you can just write on then that the poet is highlighting the difference between a tiger's, a tiger's life in the wild and in its restricted life and the frustrated life, in the zoo. Okay, it is reflecting the frustration, sadness, and the helplessness of the animals, like who are kept into the cage. Okay, like except from their natural habitat. Got
And
it?
sir, the next question
Mhm.
is that why is he locked in the concrete cell? Answer in 40 words.
Why is he?
Locked in, like he is the tiger, no sir. So
Hmm.
why is he locked in the concrete cell? Answer in 40 words.
Okay, so this is just for the there are different perspective of this. First of all, you can just say uh, it is a humorously it is an approach by the poet, okay, to show that how just the people, okay, just like the how the human and how the human they are just making some animals like for their entertainment purpose. Okay, so thus the concrete cell, it is representing the cage. Okay, or we can say the enclosure where the tiger is imprisoned. Okay, just like it is preventing it from the living freely in the world. Okay, so it is just the poet, contrast here the confined life that how the tiger would behave in its natural habitat and roaming freely in the jungle. Okay, so it is just the poet is highlighting the cruelty of keeping the wild animals in the captivity, and we can say that it is also restricting their natural instincts and freedom. Because the poet is highlighting this fact only.
Sir, but why
Okay.
is he locked, sir, is the question.
So that's why by this na poet is highlighting this poet is highlighting this na that the cruelty of the keeping wild animals in the captivity.
Sir is kept for entertainment purpose then, sir.
Hmm. Huh? Just like he is kept for the public display na
Okay, sir.
for the public display for the entertainment purpose.
Okay,
So
sir.
that just like it is showing that the humans have captured and confined it, right, and they have taken its freedom. Okay.
Sir, then
Yes,
in
that is the
the
thing.
next stanza, sir,
Hmm.
in Ang Gregory, I heard
Okay.
an old religious man, but yesternight declared that he had found
Mhm.
a text to prove that only
Yet
God,
he found a okay, okay. Text to prove
o-
that
only
only
God,
God can.
yes, sir. Sir, then
Uh-huh.
there was a question, sir, that
Mhm.
complete this sentence appropriately. The above
Okay.
stanza strongly defines the idea of dash. Option A, beauty. B, religion. C, physicality. D, enmity.
Can you repeat the question? What is the question?
Complete the sentence appropriately.
Okay.
The above stanza
The above
strongly
stanza strongly. Then
defines the idea of
defines the idea of what is the idea of?
dash. Dash.
Okay.